Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So we are from Group 1 in our Managerial Accounting class, and we would like to present our presentation about generating profits and determining costs related to the live TikTok feature. But before we start, we would like to introduce ourselves first. So I am here with my friends, which are Dinda and Yuni, and you can see our last three digits of NPM in the screen. And then before we jump into the discussion, we would like to elaborate our agenda first. In this presentation, we will explain about the introduction and then the discussion, and then we would like to jump into the results. And then we also will show the lesson learned and the recommendation. So the first material will be explained by Dinda.
In this era of rapid technological development, social media is one of the most frequently accessed in Indonesia. So according to the We Are Social Report in January 2024, TikTok occupies the fourth position as the most used social media in Indonesia. And in the 2023, according to the research company Business of Apps, TikTok ranked first as the most downloaded application in Indonesia. The One of the features offered by TikTok is the live TikTok feature. This feature is designed to provide an interactive real-time experience for content creators. With the introduction of the live TikTok feature by TikTok, a globally renowned social media platform, question arise about how TikTok manage the finance related to this feature. Next slide, please. And here for the problem statement and objective for this discussion. Next slide, please. Okay. To track and categorize variable for causes related to the live TikTok feature, TikTok monitors various impacts related to user activities and live streaming volume. The several steps taken by TikTok to tracking and categorizing variable causes there are two. The first one is user activity monitoring, and the second one is infrastructure usage analysis. For the example of variable causes that increase with increased user engagement and live streaming activity, there are three. First one is server bandwidth causes. Second one is content storage causes, and third one in partnership program causes. Jadi untuk partnership program causes ini tuh kayak si creator-nya itu monetisasi si akun mereka, jadi mereka bisa mendapatkan penghasilan dari monetisasi mereka itu melalui berdasarkan aktivitas mereka dengan interaksi penontonnya. So by monitoring and identifying these variable causes, TikTok can optimize expenditure strategies and anticipate cost changes related to the growth of the live TikTok feature. This enables TikTok to maintain profitability while providing a dynamic interactive experience for users. According to the App Inventive website, the development of an application like TikTok requires costs ranging from $35,000 to $300,000, depending on the overall complexity of the application. Also, there are several key fixed costs incurred to maintain and support the live TikTok feature. There are three. First is fixed employee salaries, infrastructure server costs, and content moderation costs. These fixed costs contribute to foundation of the live TikTok feature and remain relatively stable over time, while these costs may not directly correlate with the level of activity or usage of the feature. They are essential in providing the infrastructure and services needed to keep the feature operational and relevant to users. By understanding and managing these fixed costs, TikTok can ensure the operational sustainability and growth of the live TikTok feature, as well as the optimized overall financial performance.
Contribution margin, according to Weibo et al. 2023, contribution margin is a financial metric used to determine the percentage of funds remaining from revenue after taking into account the cost of purchasing or producing the goods being sold, and is useful in making production decisions, one of which is in knowing what price to set in selling a product. Next slide, please. Metrics on the live TikTok feature, there are 6 metrics. The first one is total views. It's like the number of viewers greatly affects one of the pricing strategies, because the more viewers who watch live indicates that the content displays is interesting, and the host can take the opportunity to set a higher price in sponsorship. And the second one is total time. Total time on TikTok Live has a considerable influence on pricing strategies and profitability decisions, because TikTok can have an impact on the operational costs required, such as internet network costs, bandwidth, and software use. Next slide, please. Third is new followers. With so many new followers watching the live, it's likely that more interaction requests will be obtained. In terms of pricing strategy, new followers have role as an influence on brand value that allows sponsors to reach out to hosts and invite cooperation. And the fourth is top viewer count. It's like the users who watch the most live. So top viewer count has a useful role in bringing in new sponsors and setting high prices if the live audience is large. Fifth is unique viewers. By having an interest in the content presented, it allows the audience to have interaction with the host through asking the chat column or by giving gift. This affects the host pricing strategy towards sponsor. And then the last is diamond. It's like virtual gifts are usually given by the audience if they feel that the content display is interesting and encourages with the interest of the audience. For diamonds themselves, it's known that the one if exchange for a balance will be worth around 70 rupiah. Example of TikTok using CVP analysis, TikTok can assess its financial sustainability by using cost, volume, profit, or CVP analysis to examine the gift function on TikTok Live. So TikTok can employ CVP research who can calculate the projected incremental revenue, choose the best pricing plan for virtual presence, and assess how it will affect the company's bottom line by using CVP analysis. GVP analysis impact the decision-making process. GVP analysis help managers make strategic decisions about the best-selling price, production cost, and sales volume because through this analysis, managers will know the profit planning and determine the minimum sales level needed to achieve the company's financial goals.
And I would like to explain about the cost behavior and CPP analysis role, especially in determining the profitability of TikTok and live TikTok. So for the cost behavior, it helps to understand changes in costs and categorizing costs in order to monitor the cost dynamic. And then for the CVP analysis, it helps to calculate the costs that aim to help TikTok decide best for the business performance. It is include a break-even point and contribution margin ratio. And then in the cost management itself, TikTok may face any challenges, including the user behavior and monetization, because user could react rapidly, such as interactions, and then content creator, and then cost for monetization help TikTok to gain more profit. It is such a challenge to monitor it. And then the variable cost element from TikTok is including the digital features that, for example, bandwidth usage and server maintenance costs, which are non-physical, so it needs to monitor more. And then in the competitive market, there are many other social and digital platforms such as Instagram that could enter the market. And then the data privacy and management could be one of the challenges too, because TikTok have to manage the user data, which give much additional cost. And then here are the results that could be concluded from our material. And for the lessons learned, it is including the understanding the cost structures and then also to able to elaborate the CV analysis and etc.
Last is the recommendation. TikTok can use cost behavior and CVP analysis to make better platform management decisions. TikTok's also measurement can also be used to determine pricing and profitability.
So that's all our presentation for today. Thank you so much for your attention.